Come on in, come on in, come on in. Oh, I'm excited about today. We're going to get this together today. I'm excited. So come on in and let's sit down, let's share. I will tell you honestly, I don't know how to see your comments as we're doing it. I probably need to do and send a message that is um, identifying. Let's see if I can do that at everyone. And I haven't been doing that for all of them. So if you have missed any, please make sure you go back, you subscribe, well, you like and you share it, share the message with someone because there's so much that I've already talked about this month that I know you probably didn't do everything yesterday in doing that vision, but I do want you to start getting that together. All right, today, moving forward, um, if you have your vision now and you know where you want to go, you have an idea of what your life you really want it to look like, that's excellent. So you got that together. You got a goal in mind. You got a plan. You know, well, you might not have a plan, but you know the end result. Well, today we're going to talk about the fact that you cannot do it all. So you need to create an ideal week. Now, does that mean that it is going to be ideal? No. Does that mean that everything that you put on it is going to happen? No. I'm a living witness from yesterday. I tried to do so much stuff. My to-do list did not get to done. However, I got quite a few of those things checked off and I know where I'm going. An ideal week is where you are taking into account everything that you want to get done and you're putting it on your schedule. You're scheduling it in. I will say this. I was so busy and I love coaching. I love the opportunity to assist others and to see them grow. And I had my calendar set, but it was open and people were booking. And I realized I did not have time to eat lunch. My daughter says, schedule your lunch. So when I put it on my calendar and that time is blocked off, no one can then get on my calendar at that time. So therefore, I started having lunch every day. Seems like a minor thing, but it works. So you have to schedule you in. You have to schedule the important things in. Now, most of you have heard of the illustration that the professor did where he takes these big rocks, and we call them big rocks, and he puts them in a jar and he asks the class, is it full? And the rocks were filled up to the top and they said, yes, it's full. I said, are you sure? Yep, it's full. Then he pulls out some pebbles. He puts the pebbles into the jar and now they find their way around all the big rocks and fills up that jar. And he says, is it full? And they said, well, now for sure it's full. Well, he says, okay, takes a bag of sand. He pours the sand in. The sand is even smaller and it gets around all of those little crevices. Goes, now is it full? Oh, yeah, absolutely, it's full now. And the students still haven't quite figured out there's got to be something that left. They say it's full. He then takes out some water, a pitcher of water, and he pours the water over it. Now, every single crevice, every single air pocket is full. What's the moral of that? You've got to put the big rocks in first. You got to put the things in that really matter the most. So you have your vision, you know where you want to go. There's some things that you're going to need to focus on. And tomorrow we'll talk about focus. But today we're just going to identify the things that we need to do so that we can put them on our schedule. Right? So here's some things that I want you to consider putting in your schedule. Set the appointment for it. Personal development. Why? If you are going to be the best version of you, you have got to schedule in personal development time. Now, what could that be? That could be reading, that could be being in a course, that could be going to a class, that could be learning a new skill, that could be taking an online course. It could be anything, but personal development is going to be important. You need to schedule it in. All right. Next, Consider the emotional intelligence or emotional development, your self-care. I schedule in a massage once a month. That's for me to stay healthy, to feel good. Schedule downtime. And my cousin would say, you can put nothing on your calendar. Nothing is a thing. Identify, I'm doing absolutely nothing now. I'm resting now. Whatever that may be, schedule it on your calendar. Relationships. If you want to build a better relationship with anyone, you're going to need to spend time with them. Intimacy is important. It does not just come. Intimacy is into me, I see. Let someone see into you. How do you do that? You schedule time with them, you talk with them, talking on the phone, talking in person, going to different places together. All of those are things that you want to schedule in. If you happen to be married, schedule in time with your spouse. If you don't have a spouse, but you've got a great friend and you want to keep that relationship, schedule that time in. It could even be business as well. Whatever relationship you want to cultivate. It could be going to an organizational meeting, schedule those things in. Finances. Oh, and I need to, I can stay here a while. This is April Financial Fortitude Month, and I'm going to be doing some posts on my regular page regarding finances. I said I was doing it all month. I'm a little bit late. Today's the 9th, but that's okay. Don't get me. Um, Actually, I have some YouTube channel videos that I've already done on the budgeting, the savings, investing, the net worth, all of that. I think I'm going to post those during Financial Fortitude just to make sure you go back and review those. In addition to that, I've got several books that really help you reduce the struggle to money management. That's you. You're gonna need to get that. I'm working on a bundle for that. But one of them is figuring out your biblical financial personality. When you know that, you can reduce the struggle because you will eliminate the things that you are not good at. You accentuate what you are, and you will learn some skills and strategies of how to get there. But anyway, finances needs to be on your schedule. What does that mean? If there's a time in the evening, say, or one day a week that you want to look at your finances to just see where you are in relation to where you want to go, you might have put on your vision board that you're going to get out of debt. If that is what you've done and eliminating the debt is important, you need to schedule how you're going to do it, when you're going to do it, and you need to check up on yourself, right? If you have a business, and many of you are coaches in this space as well, you have your own business. In that, schedule a time to look at your business finances. Schedule a time to look at your personal finances. Schedule a time to identify what you do want to see coming in. What do you do want to let go out so that you can manage appropriately? Business or career. If you've got people who are booking on your schedule, time block it to when they can book. Schedule those, make your ideal week. This is when I'm going to do strategy sessions. This is when I'm going to have my business meeting. This is when I'm going to do my networking. This is whatever that is. If it's career related, okay, if I need to take some classes, some CEUs, this is when I'm scheduling them. Make sure you have it on your schedule. And last, but definitely not least, is spiritual development. What we talked about Sabbath rest yesterday. What Sabbath are you putting on your schedule? What day of rest do you have? What time are you spending with the Lord? How is He infusing power into your business? How are you allowing Him to speak to you? And when are you doing that? Put it on your, if it's important, it should be on your schedule. That is your ideal week. Now, I created a framework that I use with my clients that kind of goes through, or definitely goes through all of these, but in a different format. And I call it the crown framework. That means that you're going to deal with your character, your reign, your organization, your worth, as well as your notions. What's that saying? Character deals with your credibility. You have to develop personally, remember? Credibility. The reign is your exposure. How are you showing up in the world? How are you representing yourself to everyone else? Organization has to deal with your team. Who's around you? Those are the relationships that you were supposed to be developing because of your ideal week. You're developing relationships that are going to get you further faster. Worth, that's your finance. Remember, I said finance needs to be on your list. And then notions, that's your vision. Where are you going? Clear vision. The Bible says, without a vision, the people perish, right? But at the same time, he tells us in Habakkuk, write the vision, make it plain so that you can run. Others can run with it, but you can too. Because at the end, it will speak. God is going to speak over it. It will not lie. All right. Have a fantastic rest of your day, rest of your week, ideal week. Remember, put that Superwoman cape in the closet or in the cleaners. Leave it there. Don't go back and pick it up. You cannot do it all. So create your ideal week. God bless.